It's time to look at the tips, and Jason, we bravely ran the gauntlet last week and lost, but not Jack. He took the conservative road and landed a lazy 7 in Al Patton's absence.
Like shelling peas, fellas. Like shelling peas.
Money for old rope, Jack reckons. All right, let's start with the Dockers and the Bulldogs in Perth. And Chief, can we expect an upset here, or the Doggies going to turn the table?
Yeah, I think it's a really close game. I don't like the way the Dockers are travelling, in particular, although they salvaged a win last week, didn't they, by getting over top of the Suns. And the Bulldogs, well, their inability to score is what's worrying me. They cannot put a score on the board, so I'm genuinely concerned the way they're travelling. This was one of those where I just thought, gut feel, Bulldogs, maybe they're due, but Freo just travelling, so I don't know what to do.
I went the Dockers with no conviction whatsoever. Just on the Bulldogs, how are they 17th in the competition for points scored? It staggers me, to be honest. Fremantle have got to start well. They've lost every first quarter so far this season. They've only won 3 of their last 20 first quarters. So
it's not a great endorsement.
No, it's not. So I'm with the Dockers mainly because it's at home, and who knows?
Who'd you tip?
I'm with the Doggies.
Why?
Because I just think their ball movement's a lot better at the moment than Fremantle.
What ball movement have you been watching? They're scoring 59 points a game. How well can they be moving it?
Well, they're moving it well there, but Fremantle are moving it absolutely horrible. All right, now, Jack, what's more likely, the Eagles beating the Power in Adelaide on Saturday, or Jason Dunstall's hair to regrow?
Is that a ball joke?
It is.
You know you're on a panel with 2 ball blokes. Have you worked that out?
I am the odd one out.
Yeah,
I'll wear my hat next week.
That's a nice tap you got up there too. No, I absolutely nowhere near it. The West Coast Eagles, their reserves lost by 169 on the weekend. They're conceding 538 points in the first 5 games. This is a big chance for the Power to fatten up their percentage.
Who you like?
It's impossible not to like the Power. And they're only just game. They've been up and down too, the Power, but my goodness.
All right, the Hawks are only a Harry Himmelberg fingertip away from beating the Giants on Sunday, but Chief, you don't expect them to get that close to the Crows this Sunday in Launceston, surely?
No, I know it's down in Launceston. The Hawks do love it down there, and they beat North Melbourne down there, their only win of the season. But let's be brutally honest, Adelaide are travelling. They're playing really, really well. Well, right in their first 2 games. How they dropped the game against GWS round 1 in Sydney is beyond me. Had a chance to beat Richmond round 2. Then have come good, knocked over your mob, the supreme beings in Carlton last week. So I think Adelaide are playing a really good brand of football and should be too strong for the Hawks.
I'm interested to see, after this week, what it looks like for Adelaide. Collingwood, Geelong, St Kilda are their next 3 games beyond this one. So we tick this box on the weekend. 2nd in the competition for points for, but 10th in the competition for inside 50. So what that means is that when it goes in, they score. It's not always going in, but when it goes in, they get bang for buck.
All right, let's go back to pre-season. Adelaide, where did you have them? In the 8 or just outside? Outside the 8. And you're saying they could be 5-0.
You're the great prognosticator, are you? You had them in the 8, did you?
Well, let's go back to the tips.
Yeah,
I had them just outside the 8.
Yeah, correct.
But they are playing an incredible brand of football.
They are playing well.
So when we look at it, I don't really give a chance at all to... anyway, we won't go there. All right, Jack, one more quick question. So right now, he's bagging me for picking Carlton. Who's your bolter for the year?
Adelaide. Adelaide have been outstanding so far this season. They've been brilliant. I'm happy to admit I had them nowhere near the top 8. I had them as a bottom 6 team, and sometimes you've got to put your hand up and say that you got it wrong, and with Adelaide, I got it really wrong. They've been great.
Dicko has a problem putting his hand up.
No, I put my hand up a lot. All right,
putting his hand in his pocket if it's his shout.
I've heard that.
He squeaks, he's that tight. I've told you that. I've got the mic here, let's have a go. All right, let's quickly go back over round 6 tips. Jack is going it alone with the Dockers to down the Bulldogs. Jason is breaking ranks and tipping the Swans to gain some grand final revenge against the Cats. And I can sniff a kangaroo-sized upset on the Gold Coast. Can't believe I'm going with that, but I'm backing you in, Clarko, so let's go for it. Jack, outstanding sitting in for Al Patton. You've been terrific.
Thank you, Dicko.
Jason, pretty average today, but lift your game next week. Thanks for joining us on Fox Sports Lab AFL. Make sure you subscribe below and follow us on socials, and we'll see you next week.
Footy is life. It's loyalty, rivalry, love and pain. Footy is everything. That's why we've made a betting brand for footy fans. That's better. Chances are you're about to lose.